Hi, Yuri.
Hi everyone, hi, I'm Yuri, co-founder of Wallchain, and first of all, before we start, can I wonder how many of you have ever swapped on decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, or SushiSwap? Some hands raised. Great.
Yeah.
Most likely, some of your money were taken by bots when you swap on that exchanges, like arbitrage or sandwich bots. And at Wallchain, we give money back to Web3 users that would otherwise be gone to these bots. And let me start sharing this screen. Yeah, let's introduce the team. The company is founded by Max and Yuri. Our background includes Google, Meta, Grammarly, and Y Combinator. And Wallchain is the biggest cashback and MEV solution on BNB Chain and Polygon. In the last year, the volume on decentralized exchanges was around $1.5 trillion, and the volume of bots there who make money on users is more than 50%. So imagine you go to PancakeSwap to swap $5,000 of BNB, and boom, $200 of that goes to some random bot. Not the best experience, and it happens all over the place. Let's take a look at traditional finance. So we're thinking of these bots, and it sounds like something is not built in the most efficient way. Let's take a look at traditional finance. Is it better there? At traditional finance, we have payment for their order flow. So there is an order flow that comes from trading platforms like Robinhood, and it's being executed by trading firms like Citadel. So they execute order flows like orders from users to buy or sell stocks or something that come from trading platforms, and they leverage that information to run their strategies and make billions and billions of dollars of that yearly from the users who just want to get access to the free economy, who just wanted to get return on their investments. And in return, they're suffering. Their money is taken by platform and by trading firms who leverage the information about their trades. That's how centralized world works. That's despite being evolving like for decades and decades of years, that's how it looks now. And the problem there is that users don't have a choice and they don't have a power. They still use Robinhood, they can do nothing with that, and they don't have the power to change it. But in blockchain, in decentralized finance, users have all the power. They trigger transactions, they bring money to the table, so they have the power to take that money back, to being able to extract money from their transactions themselves and get rewarded themselves. So let's take deeper look on MEV on BNB chain. Here we have data for March, and we can see that in 30 days, more than $5 million was extracted from BNB only in arbitrage. We can see a graph here from AgenFi, and on 11th of March, something weird happened. It was a depack of USDC and a lot of fluctuations on the market, which led to a lot of like arbitrage and sandwich opportunities. And let's talk also about the impact of MEV on BNB chain. In last year, 2022, $90 million was extracted in MEV from protocols and users on BNB chain. How big is that? How impactful is that? If we compare to Uniswap value locked on BNB chain right now, which is $10 million, imagine if the Uniswap liquidity on BNB chain would be rocked full, would be hacked somehow, and all the 10 millions were gone. It would be extremely critical negative impact on the whole ecosystem. We cannot afford it to happen. But imagine if it happens 9 times in the row. That's the size of the impact. That's the size of the problem that we deal with MEV and BNB chain. It's dramatical. So who has the power of order flow in case of blockchain? We believe these are users because they bring money to the table. They have the power to take that money back. And at Wallchain, our goal is just to enable that power for them. So we came up with a solution to put trading strategies inside user transactions directly, to put MEV strategies inside user transactions. So when they execute the strategies, they capture the value that their transactions create. They capture this value themselves. So this is basically how it looks like. This is a screenshot of ApeSwap Exchange on BNB chain, which has already integrated Wallchain. All of their transactions are powered by Wallchain. When you choose tokens to swap, the transaction generated is sent to our API, which we call Wallchain Upgrade Service. We analyze the transaction, see if there is like any potential MEV there. If there is something, we generate strategies, we send it back. These strategies are being inserted into the transaction. Then it's sent to a special smart contract, which executes user action, executes MEV strategy, generates extra value, and sends that extra value back to the user inside the same exact transaction. So here we see user swapping BNB to Dogecoin, and $35 generated for the user inside the same exact transaction. Without Wallchain, this money would be gone to some random bot. So let's see a demo. Here we have a Uniswap on BNB chain, and we are swapping BNB to Pancake token. And we have Wallchain Chrome extension already installed in the browser. So Wallchain Chrome extension is enabled. So let's pick one BNB to swap to Pancake token, and Wallchain will automatically automatically detect opportunities. And here we see that Wallchain finds $23 from this trade. So this money would be taken by some MEV bot. If we as a user want to capture it ourselves, we just need to press accept button. So we can press accept button to capture this money ourselves and don't leave it on the table for some random bot to capture from our transaction. Then the transaction is being slightly upgraded. And here we have a swap, which is done with Wallchain. So your swap is robbed with Wallchain strategies to extract extra value. And here is a screenshot of our transaction, which happened like last year on the BNB chain. We have a user action in the blue box, like user is swapping BNB to Ethereum, like a regular swap on a decentralized exchange. Then in orange box, Wallchain is taking action. So we start from a flash swap here. We execute profitable arbitrage strategy here, and we give back the flash swap. So here you can see we started with $37.4 thousand and we end up with $39.2 thousand. So we made around $1,700 inside the same exact user transaction, $1,700. We share part of that with the user and with protocol. In this case, it was ApeSwap for generating this transaction. Without Wallchain, this $1,700 would be gone to some random bot. With Wallchain, we give most of that back to the user. And that's mostly it. That's how we capture MEV. I would be happy to know your questions. So we have a Chrome extension. We are happy to expand it, iterate on it more with the support of BNB Chain and Skylight Ventures. You can get an early access to the extension using this QR code. And
so your extension, please scan this one.
Sorry?
I said like, please scan this one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Yuri. So the Wallchain approach is like solving, MEV solution, it's MEV program in application level and cash back to the, the MEV to the users. And this approach is going to be, very interesting. So if you have, do you guys have any questions to Yuri? Okay.
Hi, Yuri. Thank you for presentation. I want to actually ask two questions. Is it okay?
Sure.
Yeah. At first, you said your MEV solution for BNB Chain and Polygon. Actually, there is some differences between them in terms of block production process and why you choose them for the market.
Yes, different in block production, but we are not working on that level. We are not on infrastructure level. We are completely application level. And from our standpoint, it's not a big difference in terms of like technology, in terms of like smart contract and capturing level to launch on BNB, Polygon, or Ethereum. We choose BNB because we found partners on BNB. We found like decentralized exchanges and other partners like BNB Chain. It was like the most user-friendly chain to launch on and to grow with. That's the reason. It's not a technology barrier to launch on other chains.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you very much. And the another question is there are some other MEV solution like Flashbot and Figment or Blink. Are there any difference between them and you guys? And are they competitor of you?
Absolutely great question. So there is a significant difference. We don't consider them competitors because they provide private RPC. They capture MEV in private RPC and it's more infrastructure level solution. And we capture MEV before RPC. So when Wallchain and any of that solutions are used at the same time, Wallchain is guaranteed to take the MEV value because we are inserted inside user transaction before it even reaches the mempool before private RPC. And then Wallchain upgraded transaction goes to the private RPC. It can be public mempool, it can be private RPC, private mempool by Blink, Bloxroot, Blocknative, Colibrio, and a range of other like Flashbots protect range of other solutions that provide private RPCs. When Wallchain and any of them are used at the same time, Wallchain is guaranteed to take the MEV value because we are closer to the user. We insert our strategies before the mempool. And we can actually be used together. And I think it's like not a bad approach to use one of that solutions and Wallchain together.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, maybe I can answer like for the public, like as user, how to interact with Wallchain. What do they need to do to interact with Wallchain and capture the revenue? Do they need to install your product or what should they do? Yeah.
It's a good question.
You just need to install Wallchain Chrome extension. You install it once and you don't need to remember about it. You go explore your decentralized applications on like various blockchains. You can go to any protocol on BNB chain and we will automatically detect if you create any MEV opportunities. If we find any MEV opportunities, this before you sign the transaction, we will show you a pop-up. Hey, you are doing a transaction which will create this like $100 MEV, and it is going to be taken by some random bot. Would you want to take it yourself? And you can just reject or accept the opportunity. And you can also use almost any wallet that you like MetaMask, Coinbase wallet, Trust wallet. It's wallet agnostic, it's chain agnostic, it's protocol and DEX agnostic. You just need one Wallchain Chrome extension.
Okay, cool. Maybe you can share the link for people could try.
Let me share the QR code one more time. Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah. So I scanned, so it links to your website, right?
Yeah, and it has a field for your email. So you just put your email and we will share the link to Chrome extensions with everyone.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So do you have any questions? Okay.
Hi, thank you for a great presentation. Just curious question. Your product is very beneficial for DeFi users, and please tell me how do you expand? How do you promote your product as marketing?
How do we promote our product? That's a great question because we haven't started yet. We are only launching, and we've been usually only B2B. So we launched with a range of DEXs like ApeSwap on BNB Chain, Baby Doge, which one of the biggest communities on BNB Chain. All of their transactions are powered by Wallchain, and we found it like as an easier go-to-market strategy. We launched with Baby Doge. They have like more than 1 million users, and all of them have like Wallchain powered transactions when they use their exchange. And after like we iterated and polished our technology with our B2B partners, and we built some sort of like our brand in some narrow circles, we started building a Chrome extension, which we have like in beta launch right now. And once it's like all ready to official public launch, we will start more on marketing and growth. If you have any suggestions, comments, I'm happy to get your feedback. Feel free to reach out on Twitter and LinkedIn. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question. So you guys still have any questions? Thank you very much, Yuri, for your time.
Thank you so much. Arigato.